What's up, guys? In this video, I'm joined with Dave Can Read, and we're going to show you how you can make more money with CDs and DVDs. This is not selling on Amazon. This is something different. It requires less work, and this is for smaller Amazon sellers and larger sellers too. So a lot of larger sellers know Dave Can Read. He's helped a lot of bulk booksellers. He's actually traveled all over the country and actually helped them optimize their systems. He does millions a year in both media and books. So welcome to the podcast, if you want to call this a podcast, and excited to have you here, man.
Hey, thanks for having me.
100%.
Real quick, just want to let everyone know before we dive into this video that restrictedinventory.com only takes a $20 cut on textbooks and regular books. So if you send us a $100 book, $100 profit book, you keep $80 and we keep $20. You send us a $200 profit book, you keep $180, we keep $20. This is only for textbooks and regular books. For CDs, DVDs, and video games, we still do the 50-50 split. So everything you're about to see in this video is about CDs, DVDs. We do talk a little bit about the textbook side of things, but just know our service is very different, and hopefully this makes our service a no-brainer for you at restrictedinventory.com. So thank you guys so much and enjoy the video.
So first, I kind of want to dive into the fact that we're partnering with you. Restricted Inventory is. So now David's going to be handling all of our CDs and DVDs, processing them, which is going to be good for a lot of reasons. We'll have quicker turnaround time. David actually has some tips and secrets to sell your stuff a little bit faster. And obviously this is going to alleviate, if you're a bulk seller, having to clean and process DVDs, stuff like that. And if you're a brand new seller and you're scared about IP complaints or getting ungated or dealing with a bunch of different stuff like that, we can also help you. And I do want to say, we cover shipping up front. We require that you cover the shipping charges, but you guys can create shipping labels to our website at no upfront cost to you. And then on the back end, we factor that into the profit split. So just so you know, you can absolutely use our service for no upfront charge. And then we do factor that into the back end. So we'll dive a little bit more into exactly how David can help out with restricted inventory. But before we get into that, I do want to talk about a really exciting integration we have with Scout IQ and Pallet IQ. So when you scan items with Scout IQ, it tells you what the price would be if you sent items to restrictedinventory.com. And you can easily build shipments for CDs and DVDs and of course textbooks that you're restricted in within the Scout IQ app. So one more time, look in the bottom right-hand corner. We have a whole video that kind of breaks that down on our website, like the whole agreement and everything like that. But basically with Scout IQ, you can now scan the item. You can see how much profit you would make after the 50-50 split, after shipping costs to us, after shipping costs to Amazon. This is an estimate, but it's factoring in all those things. And then this also exists for Pallet IQ. So all my bulk people out there doing hundreds of thousands, if not millions a year, you guys can now use Pallet IQ to alleviate a lot of, processing media is a lot of work. And now you can use Pallet IQ just to easily see how much you would make and send it to me and David. So yeah, let's talk a little bit about, what you have in plan in store for, the partnership, because there's a reason why we're doing this. Prior to partnering with you, I used prep centers. Our processing time was a little bit slower. We weren't able to sell the items as fast. So if you want to talk a little bit about like what value you bring as Dave Can Read to restricted inventory, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, Romer, I'm really excited about this partnership. I know firsthand, being a restricted inventory customer, how, depending on the season, the check-in times can vary. That is the one thing that I'm really excited about partnering with restricted inventory is that we're able to really leverage our network and our processes in order to increase the processing time, the turnaround on these media items. And so we have a couple warehouses, one on the East Coast, one in Denver. And we have, I think our overall headcount is around 40 employees now. And so we've got 40 people sitting in a warehouse ready to process the media that comes through.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's really going to speed up the processing time. And then, as beginner sellers, people are kind of scared of media. Like, yeah, there's ways to get ungated, things like that, but it's a whole different ballgame. Do you want to talk a little bit about, what you offer in terms of not only processing, but also selling it, and what kind of things you help alleviate for the smaller sellers?
Yeah, absolutely. So when we first started out, actually, we didn't sell any media, and that was a very intentional decision on our end. Um, as we were focusing on scaling our business from $0 to $50,000 a year, from 50,000 to $500,000 a year, from $500,000 to $2, $3, $4, $5 million a year, it you know as a business owner, you have limited time and energy and focus to put into different projects. And so I made an intentional decision to just focus on books. And it wasn't until probably 6 years of operating my company, Dream Books, that we decided to branch out into media. And what we found is that even though media, and books may seem similar, they both have barcodes, you scan them, list them on Amazon. There is a pretty big difference in the workflow, the processing, the packaging. Just from like A to Z, there's a whole nother step or set of steps in order to process media. And so, that's really what I'm hoping to bring to a lot of the smaller or even mid-sized sellers is being able to leverage this infrastructure that I've been able to build over the years. So that way these sellers can focus on scaling up their book operations. And a lot of the smaller sellers too, I think back then, anyone could sell media. Now it defaults gated.
Yeah, exactly. And so shout out to Michael Kreider, by the way. He's always active in the Facebook groups. He actually was ungated in CDs and DVDs. And it's not incredibly difficult to get ungated, but he still chose to use our service. And why is that? I always wondered that when I started out. This man has sent me like $40,000 in profit worth of CDs and DVDs. And the reason why is he was focusing on building his book business, and he didn't want to have to deal with opening up the CDs, checking if they're counterfeit or not, going through all that. And they do get IP complaints, all those little things. It was just an added layer for his team to go through, and time is money. As bulk sellers, your biggest expense is almost always, correct me if I'm wrong, it's almost always employees, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Time. Yeah,
absolutely.
So minimizing that and optimizing what you're good at is going to help you out a lot. So real quick, for anyone that's like brand new to our service, or maybe it's been a few years since you've used us, as we've been through our ups and downs for sure. I've been through my fair share of account shutdowns, and that's why I'm partnering with Dave, and also we partner with a textbook company too. So both your items are going to warehouses that have a 5 to 7 day processing time, and this is on pallets. So if you send a few pallets of stuff, if you choose to send boxes of stuff, that's a 5 to 7 day processing time. Absolutely no charge for prep at all. We do all the prep. That's on us, 100% free. We do ask that you do cover shipping charges to us. We get really cheap shipping rates with FedEx that we let you use, and we'll even cover the shipping to us, and then we'll factor it into the profit on the back end. So real quick, you guys can easily have your employees log into restrictedinventory.com, free to set up an account. We have no monthly subscription or anything like that. We also have a mobile app too, 100% free. It's kind of like Scout IQ. And you can even use Scout IQ now to scan the items, or Pallet IQ. So there's 3 ways to send us items. But I'm going to show you within restricted inventory what this looks like. So you guys can go to restrictedinventory.com, set up an account, and then you can either scan in the ISBN, scan in the UPC, or you can type in the item, and it's going to show you what the profit would be after a 50-50 split. So after you set up your restricted inventory account, what you'll do is you'll either scan this in. You can have your employees set up their scanner and scan items in quickly. If we accept the item, it's going to accept it just like this. So I'll type in the item here. So as you can see, when we scan the item in, it's going to show us, and then you can click on this. And again, this is going to show you your profit after the 50-50 split. So this book here is going to make $30 profit or $32 profit total. And after the 50-50 split, after shipping cost to us, after shipping cost to Amazon, you are left with $15. And again, this is like projected profit. You might get surprised and make more. You might be a little disappointed and make less. It might not sell at all. Like we're selling on Amazon, guys. We're selling on these other platforms. We don't know what's going to happen. So just a reminder, all your textbooks get sold on Amazon, either FBA or MF, and your media gets sold on multiple platforms to optimize sell through. Then what you'll do is click on go to next step. Be sure to select the right place. If you're sending CDs, select the top one. If you're sending textbooks, select the bottom one. Please separate your shipments as we have different warehouses. Then you'll click on next. Be sure to know how to pack a box correctly. If you leave airspace, it's going to really damage the books and the box. Textbooks are really hard, and if you send us textbooks with airspace, not good. I recommend you use a heavy-duty box. If you're brand new, watch this video here on how to pack a box. Then you'll click on next, and you'll enter the box weight just like you do on Amazon. You'll be taken to another page where you can either pay for shipping with a credit card, or we'll cover shipping up front, and then once your items sell, we'll credit ourselves back the shipping credit. So that's basically how you send it. And yeah, I'm super excited for this partnership with David. Hopefully it will, grow as the years go on and bring more customers and build more trust with you guys. So any last words for the restricted inventory people out there, David?
No, I'm just excited to be integrated with
Go-To Lister soon. Well, hey, that Freudian slip there.
with restricted inventory to, again, it's going to be a win-win. Restricted inventory gets, faster processing. Customers, again, your inventory gets listed that much faster. And I'm really excited because, again, it really leverages what we've already got going on with our great staff, with our terrific locations. And so, yeah, super excited.
Yeah. And I just want to take a moment to apologize to everyone. Over the years, I started this as basically a kid, in my opinion. I was 23 years old, didn't know much. And, it's a sketchy business dealing with restricted textbooks. And I've actually dealt with like 6 account shutdowns over the years. And obviously that has affected you guys because my inventory is your inventory and vice versa. And so if you guys have had problems with me in the past, feel free to reach out. This partnership with not only David, but also my textbook partner is an attempt to streamline our processes, build a more robust business that can, service you guys for years to come. And I do appreciate everyone who has trusted me over the years. And hopefully we can continue to do really good business with each other. So thank you guys so much. And thank you, David.
Yeah. Thank you guys.
Awesome.